First story. A man asks the shopkeeper, "In your sex shop, you have such amazing items. How do you distinguish a rubber woman from a real one?" The shopkeeper responds, "If you press on one breast of a real woman, the other one doesn't inflate." Second story. The girl asks the producer, "What's the difference between erotica and pornography?" He replies, "The level of physical fitness." Third story. Today I saw Russian porn where foul language was bleeped out. I guess it's to prevent children from learning bad words. Fourth story. In a small town in a farmer's family, a mother catches her 20-year-old son masturbating. In consultation with his father, they decide to marry him as a matter of urgency. The first wedding night. Father in the kitchen again catches his son masturbating. "Son, what are you doing? You've got a wife now." Dad asks, "Yes, Dad, but her hand is already tired." Sixth story. First date, winter. A guy and a girl are sitting in a car. Guy puts his hand between her legs. "What are you doing?" The girl asks, "Warming my hand. It's cold," replies the guy. "You'd better warm your ears." Sixth story. In a hotel room, a man is having sex with a prostitute. Suddenly, the morality police burst into the room. The officer asks the prostitute, "Who are you?" His wife. "Why do you have different surnames?" "He just proposed to me." "Why are you having sex here?" "Our families are getting ready for the wedding at home." "Why did you take money from him?" "Well, we need to buy rings." Seventh story. The newly appointed commander of a military unit was inspecting his new command when he noticed a soldier standing guard by a bench. "What are you doing, soldier?" asked the colonel. "I'm on duty, sir, guarding the bench," replied the soldier. "But why?" the commander asked in surprise. "I'm not sure, sir." This post was introduced by our previous commander, and we've always upheld it. I suppose it's just tradition. Realizing the situation was somewhat peculiar, the colonel decided to call his predecessor, whom he knew well. "Hello, Jim. What's the post by the bench in the square all about?" he inquired. "To be honest, Mike, I'm not sure myself. It was established by my predecessor, Colonel Smith, and I just continued the practice," Jim replied. Wanting to get to the bottom of the matter, Mike decided to continue his investigation and called the next in line. It turned out the chain of command included 6 people, and eventually, Mike reached General Jones, who was nearly 90 years old. "Sir, this is Colonel Mike Thomas. I've recently been appointed commander of a military unit in Biloxi. There's a post there that you established almost 50 years ago to guard a bench. Could you tell me the purpose behind it?" "I'm sorry, son, I didn't quite catch that," the general replied. "Are you saying the paint on the bench still hasn't dried?" Eighth story. Praising politicians for building a new hospital, highway, or rail line with public funds is like praising an ATM machine for giving you money. David Bowie. Ninth story. The son, before his wedding, says to his father, "Dad, I have a lot to do. And for work, I need to go to another city. Here's my phone. Please call all the friends from my address book. There are 200 people in it, and invite them on my behalf. I don't have time for this right now." Okay, replied the father. The father called everyone and said that his son had serious problems. He really needed help, and that he was waiting for all of them at the country house at the appointed time. The son returns, hurries to his wedding at his country house. He arrives, and there, only 15 people gathered. The son says to his father, "Father, I asked you to invite all my friends, didn't I?" The father replied, "Son, believe the Father who has lived a long life. All your friends are with you now, and you don't need others." 10th story. The guy asks the girl, "Why does the dragon specifically need a virgin? I can understand. But why does the maiden have to be the most beautiful? Doesn't the dragon care what shape the meat is?" The girl replies, "So that it wouldn't be embarrassing to post your meal on Instagram."